Hi, I'm going to play through the second violin part of Night Shift and then talk about some of the things we have to work on. Okay? Okay, so first thing to look at, as always, is the key signature. We have two sharps in this key signature, F sharp and C sharp. So that's good news because for the most part, your second finger is just going to fall in its normal spot. You're going to play C sharp here on the A string, and you're going to play F sharp here on the D string. Okay, but there are some odd notes that we have to watch out for. So let's look at the very first measure. You see here we have a C sharp on the G string, and they even give you a little hint in this one spot. They put an arrow pointing up because that means it's going to be not your normal third finger but a stretched third finger, so it's higher, right? You're stretching for it. Okay, so your C sharp in this case, anytime you see this C on the on the G string, it's going to have to be a stretchy 3, so like this. Okay, something like that. Then let's jump ahead a little bit to measure 4. Here you have a B flat, and this happens a number of times in the piece as well. Okay, so in this case, instead of being your normal first finger, it's going to be a backwards one, right? This is here on the A string, backwards one like this. So instead of this, it's this. Okay, I went a little too far at first. Okay. And they even give you a little hint on that one too, right? They have the arrow pointing down to tell you that the note should sound lower, like you're squishing it. Okay? Okay, now look at measure 8. Your last little arrow hint they give you. Again, we have a C natural, so there's pointing down, saying this is lower. You have to squish it. This is one case where your C is natural, so you have to do a squishy second finger on the A string. So instead of this, you have this. Okay? I think that's most of the accidentals you have to watch out for. Occasionally you will see, like in measure 33, they have you play a B flat, right? And then in the next measure, they have B, and they have a natural in front of it, just as kind of a little courtesy reminder. Oh, just in case you forgot, we're back to your natural B, your normal B now. Okay? The next thing I want to talk about is at measure 30. You'll notice you do have 16th notes there, okay? Those are the notes with two lines or two bars underneath, and 16th notes. For those, you have 4 of them in a beat. So you can think of that in a number of ways. We might say teary teary, okay, teary teary, that's 4 notes, right? Or you might say Mississippi or pepperoni or something like that. Okay, so if I had to demonstrate for you the rhythm at measure 30, it would go like this. Teary teary tee, tee tee tee, teary teary tee, tee tee tee, teary teary tee, tee 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 ta. Okay, something like that. And you'll notice I did observe those rests in there, right? Teary teary tee, tee tee tee. Okay, so there is a little bit of a pause in there. We're not going to go much more into it than that, but that's the idea. Okay, 16th notes are faster than your 8th notes. Think of putting 4 of them in each beat. Okay, let's look now at measure 38. You'll see those notes that have 2 like dashed lines through them. Okay, that's just a shorthand of writing 16th notes. Instead of writing all 4 of them out for each one of those, you know, the publisher got lazy, so they just write it that way. It's just teary 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 teary. Okay, like this. Okay, so you just make sure you're doing 4 of them each time. And then the next measure, it's the same note the whole time, so you have to do, what's 4 times 4? You have to do 16 of them. Okay? You do have a little pizzicato section at 41. It's a little unclear, but that ends at 50. At 50, you go back to bowing. Okay, I hope that answers all your questions. Good luck. Let me know if you have any other questions, okay?